You know, they say when you graduate high school, you'll start to miss it. And I didn't believe them at first, but now that I've actually graduated, I think it's safe to say that I ain't missed this shit at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, twin. School has always been like a polarizing experience for me. There's times I've loved school. There's times I've absolutely despised school. I've experienced the latter more. But I can't deny that some of the funniest things have happened to me in school. So today, I'm going to be talking about the funniest things that have happened to me and I've witnessed in school. Now, I will try my best to provide evidence, pictures, and videos. But, you know, sometimes you're going to have to trust me, alright? Why would I have a reason to lie to you? I think it is literally impossible for school anywhere to be boring. There has to be at least one day out the week where something interesting happens. Whether it be drama, a fight, or just some sort of misadventure or hijinks. There's just always something that goes on at school. At least one day out the week. School is filled with the most batshit, insane, crazy, just overall bizarre people you'll ever meet in your life. It's like how stand users attract each other or something. I don't know. Like, you'll just somehow find these crazy, insane, bizarre people. Now, for the sake of privacy, I won't be using people's actual names, but I will be giving people nicknames. So to start, there's this kid named Icy. Now, Icy was a peculiar fellow. Every day, without a doubt, he would be in class making Friday Night Funkin' mods on Scratch. Yes, Scratch. Like the coding website. Making Friday Night Funkin' mods off of said Scratch website. He would do this non-stop. I mean, he would do this in class, he would do this in the hallway. And I'm almost certain, without a doubt, he probably would do it in the bathroom. But, hey, I can't knock him on his grind. I mean, if you enjoy making Friday Night Funkin' mods, do your thing, twin. Who am I to judge? Next, stranger and freak is this kid. Let's name him Kentrell. So Kentrell loved NBA Youngboy. And I thought it was a bit at first. Like, I thought he was doing a joke. But no, he genuinely really liked NBA Youngboy. It got to the point where he somehow managed to get the teacher to play NBA Youngboy on the classroom speakers during class time. Honestly, respect to him. Now, apart from, you know, his love for NBA Youngboy, he was alright from what I remember. But I'll tell you what he did in a few minutes. So, Kentrell was one of those kids that would somehow have a tower of Axe in their locker room, and you would smell it from their locker room, and still somehow manage to smell like feet, a decaying body, must, and Fritos, all in one, like, unholy amalgamation of smell. Now, Kentrell here was cracked at basketball. Kentrell could dunk easily on a 10-foot rim while we were, juniors in high school? So this guy was a basketball, I don't want to say prodigy, but, you know, dude was crack, no glaze. What I'm about to tell you does not even sound real. So I would not blame you if you just heard my story and went, this guy's just lying straight through his teeth. So I'm taking this test, right? It's called NWEA. I'm not sure if it's called that everywhere, but it's a pretty important test, and I get major test anxiety. So I'm already stressed out taking this test. And after the test, I'm still stressed out because I'm wondering if I did bad or good. So after this test, right, Kentrell comes up to me. No warning, no disclaimer. He doesn't ask me if I want to see it. He just shoves the phone right in my face and goes, hey Cameron, look at this. Now you may be wondering what it was. Now you're probably thinking, oh, he probably showed you a dumb meme. Or he probably just showed you something really, really stupid. Something so stupid that I shouldn't even be able to remember it. Something so dumb, it was cheese pizza. He somehow, some way, managed to get Club Penguin on his phone. And he thought the first thing to do, the funniest thing to do, was to show me. Now me and Kentrell weren't friends, right? Me and Kentrell exchanged words here and there, but I was mainly just keeping the peace. So I don't know what went through his head to think, I'm gonna show Club Penguin to somebody I barely talked to at school. Now, even if it wasn't, what went through your head to just go up to me and show corn? What is your problem? I mean, and he would also just show up to class with his backpack on, even though it was like very, very explicitly told to him and the rest of us that we were not supposed to have backpacks in class. Honestly, I could talk about the strangers and freaks that I've seen in school, but this video ended up being like 2.5 hours long. Just know that that was the surface level of people I've met, and just know that there's way worse. Speaking of strange people, I think this is the perfect opportunity to talk about some strange outfits. What the flip were some of you guys wearing in school? No, like, genuinely. Honestly, I've had my fair share of bad outfits too. But, like, really? This? What are we doing? Or this? No, like, seriously, like some of these fits that I've seen in school, even some of my own fits, were just harrowing. I mean, genuinely, just harrowing. So every school had trolls, right? Pranksters, jokesters, just trolls. And sometimes the trolls would get physical. But hey, usually it's among friends. Usually there's no harm done, no foul done. Now, on the very, very rare chance that there was a fight at school, people would treat it like it was this worldwide historical event. Like, I don't know, Tupac just came back from the dead or something, or the Queen. These people would flock, like, in minutes, in seconds actually, because the fight would be over in seconds, but people would flock to these fights in seconds. It'd just be a big group and people yelling, and it would be like a zoo or something, I don't know. Me personally, I'm Mr. Aura. Like I said, I'm too cool for school, so I decided to not even bother myself with such trivial, inhumane Neanderthal activities. So, but there was a time where I was caught in the crossfire, in the midst of battle, a fight between two women. Let me tell you what happened. So I'm in school, right? I'm trying to get to chemistry class. I believe at least it was chemistry class. I'm walking by these two girls who were talking, casual conversation. It almost seemed as if they were buddy-buddy and they've known each other their entire lives. I blink for a second, and I open my eyes to these two girls brawling out of nowhere. Like one just owed the other money or something. Like one just killed the other's family. I don't know what invokes such rage in these people, I don't know how this came to be, but I was scared and I was confused. And here's a video.
Damn!
Yup, there I go. That's me. I don't know how this happened. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how I could tell you or explain to you how I got in that situation. But I was never more overstimulated, more in awe, or more confused in my life. It was just like, it didn't feel real to me. I thought I was dreaming or something, because like, they were legit speaking and having normal conversation, because they were pretty loud, I could hear them. And then they just started going into Mortal Kombat. I was so like, what? Sports. I never liked sports as a kid. I used to cry when I had to go to football practice when I was younger. But I had this epiphany in my senior year that I was like, it's my last year of high school, I might as well just do every activity. So I started grinding achievements. I did football, soccer, and wrestling. And I think it's safe to say that that's probably my favorite part of school, and I wish I did it sooner. But honestly, I enjoyed the time I had, because I met some of the coolest and funniest people ever. So, yeah. Wait, I have one more story. Alright, so I had an auto class, right? Where we would, work on cars. Well, not we. I barely ever did any work. So, they worked on cars. And we would sometimes do book work, but 9 times out of 10, we would just cheat on it, because it would just be on the internet, the entire, answer sheet. I digress. We were moving an entire car lift. One of these things. So, unbeknownst to me, there was a loose part of said car lift. So, while I'm lifting this, I don't know how many pound car lift, it was pretty heavy though, it's a car lift, one of the parts fall on me. Yes, the car lift was fine, but me on the other hand, I was never in so much pain in my life. Luckily, nothing was broken. Luckily, nothing was too badly injured, but I genuinely could not walk on my foot for the rest of the day. So, I get put in this wheelchair, right? Lunchtime comes around, I explain what happened to my friends, they're having a grand old time, right? We're making jokes about it, it's whatever. So, I get surrounded by a group of people. Now you may be wondering, what do you do when you surround a person in a wheelchair? You're thinking, wow, they're probably going to ask him questions and wonder what happened, and they're probably going to be concerned for him. Nope! They decide to push me to the bathroom against my will and surround me! I felt powerless. I felt my dignity was being taken away from me in front of my eyes. I had never been more violated in my life. I couldn't do anything. I was, well, disabled. So whoever decided to push me in that bathroom, because I can't remember, just know that I'm out there. And I will, and I mean I will, find you. Yeah, that was one of my school stories. Honestly, those were off the top of my head that I could remember. I'm sure I could remember more, but then this video will probably be like 50 hours long. But if this video does do well, I will grab some more people from my school and we'll, have some more anecdotes. So, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!
Oh yeah, damn! Come on! Damn, come on! Oh yeah, damn! Oh shit!
Giggity, giggity, go!
Wait, you're gonna, I'm just gonna tickle you. He's gonna rape me! Get that butt!